So I just want to have a quick conversation with all of the real estate investors out there. You've undoubtedly heard me and many of the other millionaires on my channel talk about how the first couple of years they suck, right? It's slow, all of those things. I just wanted you to know that you always have bad days. Maybe you get a little bit used to them. Maybe you have reserves, maybe you have process, whatever that is. But I just wanted to give you a heads up on 4 things that happened to me this week. Again, I know there's a lot of people out there getting started. I know, you get discouraged sometimes. So I want to let you know that, you know what? It happens to us as well. So here are 4 things that happened to me this week, and hopefully you can take something from this. 1, I had a $35,000 roof bid. One of our apartment buildings needed a new roof, and it's going to cost $35,000. Hey, Sonny, look, say hi. Yeah, so number 1, $35,000 roof. Number 2, this one's a fun one. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but unfortunately, this is probably the second or third time this has happened. So we evicted a tenant, non-payment, destructive property, nuisance in the community, totally legit. Well, after the eviction, $1,000 of repairs, attorney's fees, this individual decided to call code enforcement. And now code enforcement is involved on the property. That is fun. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Number 3, I don't know if this has happened to you, but it's happened to me hundreds of times, 100 times maybe. And that is somebody you have on a lease, buying a U-Haul or renting a U-Haul and ghosting you. Yes, no notice, no nothing. They just pack up and leave. They break the lease. Can't find them. And then number 4, because I happen to be in California, I don't know if you heard about the California insurance crisis. But we've had another cancellation. Yes, we had another building get canceled. So we're getting quotes now, and it looks like new coverage is going to cost 40 to 50% more. So that's just in the last couple of weeks. But now let's talk about those 4 things kind of with experience. So the first one, if our memory serves, is the roof. Well, in this case, the building we bought back in 2006. It was one of those buildings we referenced in our book, One Rental at a Time. And you know what, folks? I don't know if you know this, but roofs go bad. So this roof went bad, what would that be? 2006, so 18 years. Also, we had budgeted for it. It was part of our reserves. I will admit it came in a little higher than we expected, but that's why you have reserves. So we had been budgeting for it. We have the money. It's getting done. Second, let's talk about the code enforcement. That could really drive you crazy. It really depends on your mindset. I look at that as a positive. I choose to look at that as a positive because I frankly want all my properties, all of my units to be above expectations. And if code enforcement gets involved and they go through and find something, I want to fix it. Also, whether it's code enforcement or a Section 8 inspection or whatever it is, I want to hold my property manager accountable, right? We do not self-manage. So I will look at that report and I will grade my property manager. So again, it depends on how you look at these things. Number 3 was ghosting. It happens. It's obviously not something you plan for, but again, it depends on how you look at it. I decided to look at it as a positive. I will get to raise the rent for the next tenant. Yes, I have repairs. Yes, this, yes, that. But again, it depends on how you look in that situation. And then finally, California insurance. Again, it depends on how you look at it. Having your insurance go up 40%, having policies canceled are not fun. I'm not here to tell you they are fun. But in fairness, California real estate has gone up, 50% in the last 4 or 5 years? So if I have to pay extra couple $100, thousands of dollars to get them insured, at the new rate, that is okay. So again, folks, I wanted to do this message for a couple of things. One, frankly, I needed a break. The last set was rough. I did 20 calories on the bike. I did 10 heavy deadlifts. Where's the deadlift bar? What was that, 155? I did step-ups. I did wall balls. And I did burpees for half an hour. I needed a break. So thank you for doing a break. And second, I wanted to do this for all the people that are getting started. I know it's hard. I know a couple $100s in cash flow doesn't feel good when you have something break. It does get better. It does get better. And again, it doesn't stop. We've been doing this for 20 years, and just in the last 2 weeks, those 4 things have happened to us. So at the end of the day, folks, I hope you have an amazing day. Happy Lunar New Year, sometimes called Chinese New Year. Happy Lunar New Year, Year of the Dragon. Take care. Bye.